8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, give me the A.
A.
Give me a B.
B.
Give me a C, D, E.
C, D, E.
F, G.
F, G.
H, I, J.
H, I, J.
K, L, M, N, O.
K, L, M, N, O.
P.
P.
Give me Q.
Q.
Give me R.
R.
S, T, U.
S, T, U.
V.
V.
W, X.
W, X.
Y.
Y.
Z.
Z.
What's that spell?
The alphabet.
What do we want? What do we want? What do we want?
Freedom!
Where do we want it? Where do we want it?
Free ponies!
Where are we gonna get it?
Now!
What are we gonna do once we
Steal
get
their
it?
money!
All right. When I say free, you say ponies. Free.
Ponies.
Free.
Ponies.
Free.
Ponies!
When I say time, you say travel. Time.
Travel.
Time.
Travel.
Time.
Travel.
When I say zombie, you say power. Zombie.
Power.
Zombie.
Power.
Zombie.
Power.
When I say mandatory, you say toothbrushing. Mandatory.
Toothbrushing.
Mandatory.
Toothbrushing.
Mandatory.
Toothbrushing.
Free.
Ponies.
Zombie. Time.
Travel.
Zombie.
Ponies!
Free. Time. Power.
I need to pay!
Hello, my fellow Americans and others. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for coming out today to join us in this quest for liberty!
Liberty! Yay!
Now, friends, once again, I am a uniter, I am not a divider. I am a candidate that can bring people together. And I'm dropping the stick right now because I'm talking to you as real people right here. As all you fine libertarians and Team Rocket that came out today to join me. I am Vermin Supreme. I am seeking the libertarian nomination for the presidency. Now I know some people are like, Vermin? Is he even a fucking libertarian? Yes, I am. The answer is yes, I am a fucking libertarian.
Yay!
I come from a left anarchist tradition. That is true. I am an anarchist. I am against the state. I am against the government. I am against war. I am against prison. I am against all these things. I support the NAP, the non-aggression principle. I've been a non-violent direct action activist for the past 30 years. It took me a long time to come around to a point where I would feel comfortable identifying as a libertarian. There were, as recent as 2008, I was claiming I had a chip on my shoulder against libertarians. And once again, I think that's like any prejudice. It's for lack of knowledge, lack of knowing. I didn't know enough libertarians to know any better, to know that I disagreed with them. There's some things I disagree with, but the overall bulk of things that I mentioned are the things that I agree with, that they agree with me, and they allow me to work with the libertarians and the Libertarian Party in good conscience. Why am I the best candidate?
What's your platform?
Well, I'm very glad that you asked me that question.
I'm
And
glad
of
I
course,
did that.
I am known as a satirical, fringe, presidential, funny candidate, utilizing the platforms of free ponies for all Americans, zombie preparedness, time travel research, and the other one.
Mandatory toothbrushing.
Toothbrushing.
Of course. This is my presentation, and I have come a very long way by dressing stupidly and saying stupid things. And by doing this for close to 30 years, I have developed quite a presence, a social media presence, quite a support system and fan base that stretches across the political spectrum. I have fans from the far right to the far left and everything in between.
I will have to find you on Facebook.
Yes. And I believe that most of these people are people that would vote for me if given the choice.
I will pass you
If
around.
given the opportunity, if the the Libertarians choose me as their nominee and I appear on a 50-state ballot, I believe that I, out of any of the candidates currently seeking the nomination, stand a better chance at getting that 5%, that magic 5%. And I'm not the only one. There are members in the party who believe this, and there are people who are working on my campaign. I have a campaign staff now. That is a new thing. I mean, you know, once again, I've always run this for the lulz. I've always run it for the giggles, and it wasn't important to me on this level. I was doing my thing, and the thing that I was doing was effective and elegant, and it worked. And it was a critique of the system, trying to, you know, make people question the system. I've been talking about mandatory toothbrushing laws since before they wrote the Patriot Act.
So do you have like a podcast or do you live videos?
I'm usually not, I don't produce media per se, but I appear in a lot of it, and I attract it.
Well, do you want to? Would you like
once again,
to?
another reason why I would be a good candidate, because I can draw attention, I can draw the media, the worldwide media that is already familiar with me. I can bring them in this direction. Now, once again, of course, let's go back to the platform. Those are my fictitious platform items. If I am chosen by the Libertarian Party as the most reasonable candidate, then I pledge to make the Libertarian Party platform my main talking points, in addition to the silly stuff. I mean, I will talk about ponies, but I will also talk about all the various planks, because a party is defined by its platform. And I believe that if I were to be the nominee for this party, that I would be obligated, it would only be right and fair for me to present the ideas of this party to the public. I want them to understand why I identify now as a libertarian, and why they may be a libertarian and not even realize it. And this is one of the things that we need to make people aware of, that they may very well be a libertarian and not even know it at this point. And it is up to us to encourage them to see where it is that they agree with the Libertarian Party platform, and why the Libertarian Party platform is indeed the likely home for them, once compared to the authoritarian Republicans or the authoritarian Democrats, once they understand this. Now, I think, and I agree, and I know there are arguments to be made that I'm a good candidate, but there are also arguments as to why I would be a terrible fucking candidate for the Libertarian Party. Now, I understand that there are reservations. I understand that people are saying, no, 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 that would be about the worst thing you could ever do. But I think I'm here to address these concerns. And I think the number one concern that I perceive is people in the party very concerned that they do not want to be perceived as a joke party. And how can we as a party put up a candidate who's often and generally perceived as a joke candidate and not have that shit stick to the party proper? And I believe that it's all in the framing. I believe that it can be framed in a way that the Libertarian Party could take a step back, where the Libertarian Party itself could say, we are the Libertarian Party. We are a party of ideals. We are a party of ideas. We are a party of action. We are a party that gets shit done, that has a real legitimate analysis. However, and there's the pivot, the current presidential, electoral, political system, the current duopoly that is stacked against all third parties or independents, is in fact a joke. And therefore, we present to you, with love and spite, Vermin Supreme. I believe it's all in the framing. I believe the party could survive a Vermin Supreme candidacy. And I believe that, once again, out of the field right now, 5% more so than any other candidate. I also like to point out that I'm probably one of the more reasonable candidates in the race at this time.
How many candidates are there?
And many of these other libertarian candidates, yes, they're libertarians. Yes, they're running for candidates. And people run for many different reasons. And some are just running to up their profile a bit, or in the party, or just in general. But some of these candidates say some crazy fucking things. They say shit, they extrapolate what libertarian is, or they take platforms like, and they take it to the absurd extreme. Now, of course, that is what I do. That is what I've done to get people to question things. You know, I don't say... I'm not going to say some of the other crazy things that some of these other candidates say, but let it suffice to say that some of the things that some of these other candidates say, you know, their perception, their liberty, they're bomb throwers. They are saying shit that does the party no good. They say shit that may be consistent with their view of liberty, but it is not very politic, and it will turn off regular people. And so I believe for those reasons alone that I'm probably a better candidate than half this field right there. And then you have a couple of reasonable ones who would be very good candidates, but again, they just don't have the national recognition that many in the Libertarian Party desire, that they hunger for, that was leaning them towards welcoming Bill Well to be a candidate, because he had more neighborhood. But quite frankly, who are the kids more likely to vote for, me or Bill Well? You know, there's 3.6 million high school students graduating every year. So give me 2019, 2020, that's 7 million, and there's about 17 million college students in any given year. So that's a pool right there of some 25 million people. There are 5 Comic Cons that if you, between the 5 of them, attract 1 million people. To be a candidate, to be a success as a libertarian candidate, 5% is the magical number. It is the magical gold standard, but it also equals 6.5 million voting Americans. I can't make any guarantees. All I can say are that there is my core group in the Libertarian Party that think it's possible. All things are possible. And so I guess that's my basic pitch, and anybody have any questions, I'm here for you.
I have a...
Woo!